What up? Hey. Angelo here, Hollywood filmmaker. Taking a little break from my apartment. That's short for apartment. Or I should just call it the Mint. Went out, took care of some errands. Man, I gotta get a fucking belt. This dollar store belt's tearing up. Gonna eat. I gotta take off these sunglasses. These are prescription sunglasses. So it's been a while. I just realized or found out James Lipton died over a year ago. I can't believe it. I know he was like 93. That's a good run. But damn, man, I wish I watched more Inside the Actors Studio. I loved that show when I was a teenager. Oh, I loved it so much. I want to go back and watch every episode that I missed over the years. I feel sad I didn't keep up with it until the show ended in 2018 when he retired at like 92 years old. But I was really busy into other things, and I didn't quite. I wasn't sure it was still on. I mean, I was a little prejudiced against the new set they had. I didn't like the redesign of the set. I liked the old intimate set from like the late 90s, early 2000s. Which, who cares? I should have just enjoyed it. But I was in other things. I was big into that show, though. As a teenager. And in my early 20s. When all I did was make time to watch TV and play video games. God damn, did I hate school. I'm eating a bagel, onion, tomato sandwich. Someone smashed my side view mirror, the right one. It wasn't a car because it was parked against the curb. Somebody just went nuts and smashed it, and it was laying on the ground. I put it back together, glued it up, duct tape it, so it seems kind of solid now. They did it overnight a few nights ago when it was parked down the street from my Mint. But damn, James Lipton is gone, and he made a great interview look easy. I've seen a lot of great interviewers over the years, over the decades, different types of personalities, some very formal and rigid, some very loose and informal. A lot of them great. And you realize, oh, you just got to get attuned to each different kind, but he was really great. And I get so excited by hearing stories of how actors realize they wanted to act. I know why that excites me so much in a way. I just love the idea of someone kind of struggling and working without any reward except knowing they just want to do this and getting turned on by it, especially for actors. I don't get as excited hearing about it from other types of professions, not even directors so much. But actors, I love hearing that stuff. I like laugh when I hear those stories because they're so exciting. Because even though I never really would want to do it, there's always a way in which I think, oh man, like it would be really cool to be an actor. I would love to try and, grapple that and perform in front of people, but I wouldn't really want to do that. It's a really tough way to live. But it's amazing, and I see how actors learn about themselves through acting. And of course, I'll be working with actors on my movies. And I've worked with actors before. I used to work in theater. I volunteered in theater for like 2 years, behind the scenes, helping build sets, being a stagehand. I was a stagehand on The Producers, on Rocky Horror Picture Show. Those may have been the only two. No. What else was I a stagehand on? The Follies. Stephen Sondheim's The Follies. Yeah, I don't remember much about that, except I had to push out a big staircase for an actress to walk down at some point. And of course, now theaters are mostly shut down, but it's great going to a live show. I would rather see a play than stand-up comedy. Um, I just like seeing a story. That's like my favorite thing to see. Anyways, I love seeing these actors' interviews. And I got a vegetable juice. Some jackass from the deli was like, because the lady who worked there was like, well, what do you want? Her English wasn't perfect, and I was just trying to say a small vegetable smoothie or whatever, or juice. And she was going to it because they have them pre-made. I'm like, yeah, that's it over there. And then dumbass next to me in the deli's like, oh, the smoothie. And she's like, what, the smoothie? And I'm like, no, the juice. Fucking dumbass. Acting like you're king of shove your smoothie up your ass, you fucking idiot. I'm still recovering from trying meditation last week, but I'm getting much better. Holy shit, that was bad. People with DPDR should not be doing it, generally speaking, because it's basically trying to induce feelings of dissociation. Not for me. I swear meditation proponents got their heads so far up their asses not wanting to acknowledge that this shit is bad for people, for certain people. It's like, no, you can't know that. It's really good for you. I'm white. I'm white. I think I know what's better for you. Fucking idiots. Not necessarily talking to me, just, these idiots promoting this shit. Like, hey, dissociate yourself. Fuck your head up. It's good. I don't want to be disconnected from my stress and my problems. Idiots. Man, my hands are dried out. I swear, my roommate's such a fucking dope. This dumbass. He means well, but like he fucks up the dumbest shit. I found out what the white powder was. There, I don't know if I talked about this on video. There would be a white powder scattered around on the floor by the couch in the living room. And I was wondering, what the hell is that? I would see it once in a while. I'm like, is this like the couch rotting on the inside? It's like calcified and it's pouring, this chalk is pouring out or something? Is it coming from under the table? Is someone doing cocaine and really sloppy about it? Like, what is this? I was asking people. I asked the guy I rent from, I asked one of my roommates, I'm like, do you see this? Like, what is this? I saw the dope roommate the other day, the one with the the girlfriend, who thankfully hasn't been around much at all lately. And I said, hey, do you know what this, like, have you seen this? It's like this white powder. It's like dusty. He's like, oh, yeah, that's my foot powder. I put it on. I'm like, the fuck? Like, I laughed a little, but I'm like, what in the fuck you think that's appropriate to do? And, kind of got to forget about it. But now he cleans it up. That's the thing. It's like, oh, you didn't know clean up your shit before? Same thing, he'll use toilet paper and leave the empty roll of toilet paper on the dispenser for like a day. And he'll just put out like a cleaning piece, like a bottle of cleaning supplies in the bathroom. Just leave it there for days, not put it away. I'm like, this little bitch. I gotta discipline him. I was gonna say, well, smack the shit out of him, but can't do that. If we were in prison, oh, absolutely, it would be game on. Larry Lawton said he look him up on YouTube. He's good. He talks about prison reform, and he was in prison for 11 or 12 years, brutal experiences. He was the biggest jewel thief in the country. And he said one guy, like he had a cellmate who refused to wash the sink out after he shaved in it, wash his facial hair out of the sink. And he said he asked him like once, maybe twice, I think, and the guy wouldn't do it, so he grabbed him by the hair and smashed his head against the concrete. Hey Aiden, no, I'm not fighting with the roommate, the other jackass who I don't even see him anymore, except once in a while crossing. He's so fucked up. Never mind, I shouldn't say more. Forget I said that. No, we don't really see each other. But yeah, apparently we've made good, I guess, or he forgot about his problem with me. He was mad that I wouldn't do Forex trading with him. I signed up and then I quit. I don't have time. I'm taking 2 screenwriting courses. I'm taking a film coloring course. I'm cutting down my work to only about 45 to 50 hours a week. I'm officially a full-time employee now. It means they gave me a company phone. I don't know why I need a company phone. I mean, but fine if they give me. It's an iPhone. Those things are pieces of shit. Holy shit, they're poorly designed. Apple's a greedy company. Fuck them. Anyways, and basically, I refuse to even look at that iPhone because, fortunately, I'm not on call after work, so like I can just turn it off. But anyways. Yeah, I'm full time, and I just realized I gotta put more time into writing. I really, really want to. So I'm not quite working 12 hours a day anymore. I'm gonna work more like 10 hours most times. And today I'm gonna try and find a parking spot maybe 6 blocks away from the Mint. That's short for apartment. So I can take one of the writing classes that I'm doing. There's a course today. And I'm already missing like a bunch of the other writing class because I'm working on Mondays and that's when it is. And this film coloring course, forget it. I've watched like 3 videos of it. I don't know when I have time for that. I paid several $100s for it, but at least I have it so I can always look it up. It's like 100 videos and I can always watch it later. I just don't have time, and the screenwriting is taking precedence right now. It's really important to me. I'm writing a lot. Trying to maintain my health, eat right, all that stuff. I've been having neck pain from being hunched over at my computer at work, reaching around, but it's all good. And the thing I'm realizing is I got to keep writing. I can't believe screenwriters who don't want to work at it and like have the same problem every week, and like, don't you hear yourself like not growing, not changing? Don't you want to improve on that? Why are you not asking questions of yourself and looking up how to address these problems you're having? Like, how do you expect anything to happen, you know? Anyways, but that's kind of, I shouldn't be complaining about others because it's not good for me. So, and really, who cares about my complaints? Everybody's going to have some issue. I'm losing weight. That's good. And I'm dissociating less. I'm recovering from that shitty meditation practice I tried last week. And click like, everyone. Helps the video out. Alright, Slime Toy, I don't want to hear about it. You want to keep, like, talking about me like that, like I'm your sweet object or something. I'm just, not gonna listen to it. Anyways, gotta keep working. Oh yeah, it's hot here. It's getting hot. It was cool for a while. I didn't realize this is a regular thing every year in LA. It's called May Gray and June Gloom. I noticed it last year when I was homeless and I was getting up early at the park to work out. The skies were completely overcast with clouds, like a solid blanket of clouds. And I would wonder how is that happening? It's LA. I thought we don't have much moisture here. It's very hot. Apparently it's a thing every year. And I heard one guy, he's a comedian, I don't know if his information's good or not, but he said, Chad Kroger actually, I'm going to see him in 2 weeks perform, him and JT Parr. He said that he heard that it happens because as the ocean heats up, it causes the overcast skies. So that's it. And once it's heated up, then it's not going to do it. So now we don't get the clouds in the morning. Now it's heating up really quickly. Hello, Teresa. I'm just going to get on some writing today. I'm not going to work today. Actually, the building I work at's closed, but that's just as well because I've put in so much time there, like 55 to 60 hour weeks for like 2 months. I had my first night where I slept like 10 hours. I fell asleep at like 6 p.m. and woke up at 4 a.m. I always get up at 4, even today. And my neck's been hurting and stuff, so from being at the computer and hunched over. It's always tough. And I'm going to do a bunch of writing today, and I'm in a writing course I really want to take, and we're having our first class today, all online, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm taking another writing course Mondays, but that's audit only because I can't attend it live, so I just catch up with the videos when I can and try and keep up with the coursework. This Friday, I'm going to see The Age of Innocence, one of my favorite movies, one of my favorite Martin Scorsese movies with Daniel Day-Lewis, Michelle Pfeiffer, Winona Ryder, Richard E. Grant. I'm trying to think who else is in it. I don't know who else is in it. And it's amazing. It's great. I'm going to see it in a theater. I don't know what kind of theater this is because it's not, I don't think it's like just a regular theater. It's basically, it's called the Secret Movie Club. And they show like double features or sometimes triple features like every week. And I got a ticket. I'm going to go see it next week. It's my first movie out, and I'm fully vaccinated. I think they're going to have social distancing. They're charging higher ticket prices because they can't, run the place at full capacity. But I'm really excited. First movie I've seen since March 2020 in theaters. And then I think it's the week, no, maybe 2 weeks after, no, yeah, in a week after that, I'm going to see Chad and JT at Jam in the Van. And if anyone in LA is watching, I have an extra ticket free if you want to go. They're going to have free refreshments there, but you can also order food ahead of time. I already ordered a veggie burger. Break the loop, thank you, and thanks for your laptop advice. Yeah, thank you, Teresa. I got to get closer to the screen. I was going to say monitor, but... All right. Good point, Break the Loop, or good point, Eminem, Marshall Mathers. Yeah, if you're not writing a lot, like, if you're not research, like, how do you not want to, I don't want to complain, because it's like, that's more about me when I complain than anybody else, even though it's something they should be asking themselves. So when I'm writing, like, I don't want to just have the same problems writing week after week. I want to see, what am I doing wrong? That's all I want to know, is what am I not doing right? So I read lots of screenplays. I heard Eric Edson, the screenwriting professor and screenwriter, say you should retype out word for word one screenplay, that your favorite screenplay, or at least three, or like three screenplays, and you learn from it. You absolutely do. It transforms you to do it. I've retyped out 6 of my favorite screenplays, and I have a list of like 6 more to do. I just retyped out a few weeks ago Almost Famous. And I read lots of screenplays, and that helps a lot. And I'm getting to the point where it's like, wow, okay, this is like an evolutionary step to where now I want actors, or I'm getting to the point where I'm going to want actors to read out my screenplay so I can hear it, because it always sounds different hearing it, and you can tell when stuff's dragging and boring, and when the actors are bored saying it. I'm like, oh shit. I've done that in writing groups where I'm like, oh, this is a little bit dull. This is not a little bit dull. I'm bored hearing my own stuff. And you learn to separate yourself from your work, or I do at least. And that's the thing, like, how do you not want to figure out that separation? Everyone's ready to defend their work. Well, I like it. Well, this is what I did. This is what I like. Yeah, what do you think? How do you think that holds up to the common problems screenwriters have, and why do you think you're the except? Like I said, I shouldn't complain, so my bad. That's on me. But yeah, just trying, all about work. Hey, painting houses. Hello to New Zealand. Now I remember you're in New Zealand. Oh, man, it is hot. Fortunately, the air conditioning in my apartment runs cold. I got a nice room. Can't believe the fucking dope roommate, the one with the annoying girlfriend who's barely there anymore. I think she's been there one night in the last like 2 or 3 weeks. It's just a stupid shit. Like, he means well, he takes out the trash, but it's like he fucking he leaves out this foot powder all over the floor by the couch in the living room, one of the couches. It's cool, we got 2 couches. And I pointed it out, and he's like, oh, okay, I'll get. I didn't even know it was his foot powder. I thought it was like fucking dust from the couch. And I was asking him, like, hey, do you know what this is? Because it shows up here like every other day. And he leaves a roll of toilet paper for like a day empty, like on the roll. And then like after a day, he'll put it up. Or he'll take out like some cleaning supplies in the bathroom. Anyway, he just makes messes like that. And it's disrespectful, and I've told him several times about that stuff, like straight up, like, hey, don't kick me out of the kitchen, this, that, whatever. You and your girlfriend, you gotta let me sleep. But, yeah, you gotta fucking tell him shit like he's a child. Yeah, I want to see A Quiet Place 2 as well, and the first one. I heard they're both great. No, the roommate's girlfriend, no, she, I think she knows, like, she's a guest here, and it wasn't me that basically created the issue where she can't come over. It was the guy who rents the place out to us. He talked to my roommate, and my roommate said, yeah, okay, my girlfriend and I agree, she's over too much, she's got her stuff out, she can't be doing that. pretty sure she was using my milk and hot sauce. You know, blocking my fucking doorway with her shit. She did that the other week, and I told her, like, I gotta get through. And she's like, oh, okay. She was, like, blocking my fucking door, so I couldn't get out. So, you know, I kind of think it's a matter of just, like, you know, young people not knowing better. Because, you know, I was like that in some ways, too. And I had to learn. Like, I had to be informed, like, oh, this is what you do around others. You don't do this and stuff. But that toilet paper bullshit, it's bullshit. And I don't know, what should I do to, you know, deal with it? I'm serious. He left out a bottle of cleaner on the sink for like 4 days. I'm like, how fucking long? And it was blocking the light switch. It was like right next to it. It's like, aren't you bothered by this, you stupid fuck? Like I said, if we were in prison, I could grab him by the hair and smash his head against the wall. Can't do it. Unfortunately, sadly, I'm not in prison. Sadly, both of us are not in prison. Now, prison's a terrible place. I had a nightmare, total nightmare, that I was locked up in jail last night for somehow a crime my brother did. I didn't get it, like what was going on, because that's always how my dreams go. I'm always in trouble for some crime that happened before the dream started. And it's always in the dream like, yeah, I did it, but I couldn't control it because it was unconscious. I was unconscious when I did it. Yeah, that was scary. Man, it's still early. That's nice. 11 a.m. and I've already done all my shopping except for getting a fucking belt and some other minor stuff I'm going to get at a little market by my apartment. It is 10:57 in the or 10:55 in the morning here in LA, Pacific time. I like that, how painting houses, I guess in New Zealand, use a comma to separate numbers instead of a dot, like we do, or a colon. Um, in Spanish, you do that as well. So you, instead of a decimal, it's a comma. It's just interesting how, you know, you change it. And I'm trying to work on my Spanish again. I kind of let it deteriorate for a few weeks. Intento mejorar mi español. Después dejar in, I don't know how do I say it, leaving it whatever por unas semanas. Oh, and click like, everyone. Helps the video out, helps the channel. This is all I have time to do, is like videos like once or twice a week now. I'm trying to screenwrite. Have I ever known anyone besides myself that was homeless and aspiring to work in the movie industry? Well, first of all, lots of actors and filmmakers either do or have lived in their cars. I've heard about that. A lot of them do. I didn't know any personally, I don't think. I knew one girl, actually, who, she, when I had met her, she told me that she had lived in her car before for like 8 months, something like that. And she was working in film on some level. She was making videos and trying to do more. And I saw an Invisible People interview with a homeless actor. But that's it. Lots of people. I heard Tyler Perry lived in his car. Brie Larson lived in her car. Yes, Teresa. Thank you. Click like. Is there a common stereotype for aspiring screenwriters? Definitely. Well, I mean, you know, a lot of screenwriters just aren't good, and I'm still, you know, learning and struggling with it. And pushing myself, like trying to figure out what I'm not doing right. That's all I want to know. Whereas, probably a bad screenwriter, I mean, again, I can't, who am I to say, because I'm not a professional screenwriter, but is someone who just likes what they write and think it's great. And it's like, well, here are these problems you're going to be up against with, but I like it. Well, okay, you're never going to improve then. And that's what I had to grapple with too for a long time. And, and I've getting better at it, I think. But yeah, I'm sure tons are, like me. I was a bouncer. I mean, I'm sure lots are actors. I've listened to lots of interviews with actors who used to be, lots of actors or were or were servers or working in some kind of retail job. I mean, certainly I was a bouncer for several years of wanting to be a screenwriter. Starting out was so painful because I knew my writing muscles were so incredibly weak, and I was like so just desperate to get better at it. I have some business to do, if you know what I'm saying. I gotta get some business done. I've been eating lots of canned chicken lately. It's convenient. What was I gonna say? I was thinking something. But a lot of screenwriters just don't want to change, don't want to learn. It's like they don't want to be uncomfortable doing stuff that's different. So again, I keep doing what I just said I won't do. So now I'm the one who's messing up by complaining. But I had something else I was thinking. What was I thinking along the lines of? Something I was going to say. What the fuck? I should tell my roommate about the toilet paper thing. Because what the fuck is that? Grown man not leaving toilet. Or if he leaves the empty roll out, I should take all the toilet paper out of the bathroom. Because we have extra rolls. Everybody's good about putting extra rolls, leaving them on the counter somewhere. So whenever we run out, just put another one on. Anyways. I was thinking actors as servers, working as servers. Kevin Bacon was one. Daniel Craig was one, apparently. Who said he was a really good server? Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe said he was a really good waiter. Mark Sanderson, he writes a lot of Lifetime movies, I believe. And he's written some sci-fi movies. He used to work in a law firm. He was a waiter as well, I think. I wonder if Alex Proyas ever had any jobs outside of film. Because he went to film school at like 16 or 17. He lied about his age to get in. Even David Fincher said he was a dishwasher at some point when he was a teenager. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Is it worth it for me to get health insurance through my job? Now that I'm full time, I can sign up for it. I'm like, I don't know what the difference between any of these plans are. I don't know how I can make an informed decision about them. And then I'm going to go through all the crap of, dealing with the insurance companies. So why am I not better off saving the $90 every month and just, as long as I'm relatively healthy, I still got to get a physical soon, just make sure things are all right. Who knows what I'll find, but is it even worth it to get health insurance and pay $90 in deductibles and to not even have good coverage and deal with the pain in the ass paperwork? Yeah, I loved Revolutionary Road. Actually, I watched several interviews recently with Sam Mendes, the director of that. And I love, yeah, the whole thing about it. It's really good. I think it's an amazing movie, actually, and I read the screenplay for it as well because I wanted to see how did it do it. It's such a simple story. It's so well done, and that's a problem screenwriters, including myself, have is we want to write about everything, every topic, cram in everything. We think more means weight and means emotion. In reality, you have to learn how to strip away so much, and that movie does it. It's just one simple thing it's about all the time: the conflict in this marriage between, yes, the two leads' dreams, between DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. Yeah, and I haven't seen American Beauty. Uh, I recently, just a few days ago, watched an interview with the screenwriter of it, Alan Ball, but I haven't seen it. Yeah, I don't know. But should that's the thing. Should I actually sign up for health insurance? Is it a good idea, or am I just wasting my money? Because if I'm just going to get a physical every year or something, or 6 months, I'm better off just paying out of pocket. As opposed to paying the $90 a month and then probably having to pay a bunch for the physical anyways. I realize there's a gamble in there, assuming I'm just not going to get sick or I'm not going to have a major injury or something. I'm interested in seeing American Beauty. I love Sam Mendes' movies. I love Jarhead's one of my favorite movies. Revolutionary Road, Away We Go. Anyways, yeah, but they do let me work a lot, so I'm trying to keep it to 10 hours or less lately because I don't need to like make it that grueling on myself. And it's hard when I really want to be screenwriting, so it's like if I know this thing's important to me, I got to do it. Uh, and I know now, you know, now that I'm having these screenwriting classes, I got to get the most out of it. It's not even I got to get the most out of them. This is just where I want to be. So, yeah, I'm just trying to work a little less. And yeah, I'd like to make as much money as humanly possible at this job because, it's still like I'm just trying to save up right now. That's why I'm not even trying to get the laptop yet. By the way, I do get an employee discount from certain companies for getting a laptop, and I got to figure out how that works because everything's a pain in the ass. I got to talk to HR and figure all that out. Yeah, Jarhead's great, and it's funny. The script on that one, I'm glad they reworked the script. It was a little bit. The scenes are moved around a little bit, and they're a little bit more unfocused. And I think in the final movie, I don't know how they did it, but they really sharpened it up. And the movie's so funny and sad at the same time. Oh, I know, that's what sucks. Break the Loop saying a lot of fast food workers can't even get a full-time schedule. Yeah, that's what sucks, man. You work a job, and it's stressful anyways, but you can't even make enough money to live. And you can't work enough hours. They won't let you work more. I kept pushing to get more time at the warehouse I worked at. I couldn't even get more, like, much more time there. When it was busy, yeah, I worked more. When it wasn't as busy, cut our hours way down. You almost joined the Marines. Watching Jarhead made me glad I did not. Yeah. Yeah, that's sad, And on the news, it seemed like the war in Iraq was a huge victory, a resounding victory, and it turned out, a lot of course, a lot of stuff was covered up, and a lot of bad stuff happened to people on both sides, or every side of it. They showed the sort of the trail of death, or whatever it was called, in Jarhead, where there was apparently just people fleeing. It was civilians who were, their charred bodies and stuff. And being out there lost, and they show him away from his girlfriend, going nuts, trying to figure out what she's doing. That's the worst. But yeah, great movie. All right, well, I guess I should get going back to my apartment, the Mint. Where am I going to get canned chicken? It's 11 in the morning. I don't feel like going to the grocery store because they're probably going to be kind of busy. On a Saturday. Yep, thanks for watching, everyone. I better get going. See you later.